Why do you think you're safe if ICE is arresting Americans? Whoopsies! ICE arrested 4 Americans and held them for almost 24 hours without charges in the ICE raids in Chinatown in New York, and it's not the first time. Over 170 American citizens have been dragged, tased, beaten, tackled, or shot by immigration agents since Trump took office, and about 24 have been held for over 24 hours without being able to make a phone call to a loved one or a lawyer. ICE descended on Chinatown with armored vehicle and masked agents in riot gear to terrorize immigrant communities. And while the ICE acting director wants to claim that these aren't random arrests and they aren't just pulling people off the streets, then why were 4 American citizens sitting in immigration custody for almost 24 hours? Which is why New York has rolled out a federal action reporting portal to compile photos and videos from citizens of federal immigration action taken in New York State so that they can review those reports and see if there were any violations of the law.
ICE, my love, you fucking around and finding out. And one of these days, your face will be exposed because someone's gonna snatch that mask off your face.
Do you see how New Yorkers responded to the raid on street vendors along Canal Street? Listen to this.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. So ICE tried to roll up on Canal Street in New York City thinking people were gonna stay quiet, but nah, New Yorkers weren't having it. The minute they showed up, people started pushing back, recording them yelling, "ICE out of New York," and letting them know they are not welcome to terrorize anyone in their neighborhood. According to what's going on online, ICE was trying to do one of their usual check operations, stopping people, asking for documents, trying to intimidate people who look foreign. But this time, it didn't go how they planned. People surrounded them, spoke up, and stood together. And honestly, that's what community looks like. That's what it means when people say we protect us. Because you can't just keep reading neighborhoods, scaring families, and thinking nobody is going to react. Anyway, let's see how people are reacting to this. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out.
I've never been more proud to be a New Yorker than watching New Yorkers' response to ICE going after the vendors on Canal Street. For those of you that don't know, Canal Street is an infamous, popular tourist destination basically in New York City where you can find counterfeit goods, usually sold by Senegalese men who work for Chinese people and vice versa. People who usually crack down on Canal Street is the local NYPD, but
wait till y'all get to the Bronx. Yeah, wait till you get to the fucking Bronx.
Well, yesterday afternoon, ICE rolled up through New York City with tanks, men in masks, heavily armed guards with AK-47, automatic rifles, all things you don't need for guys who are hawking a fake Louis Vuitton bag on the street corner minding their business.
The fuck out of New York! The fuck out of here! Fucking bitch!
Here's Tuesday, a right-wing political commentator with Turning Point USA, Sarah Hernandez, posted something on social media tagging ICE, saying that you should come check this out because it seems like they're all from Senegal.
New York City, and okay, my friends, I was just driving down the street, I was Ubering, and I saw this huge market of African migrants selling all of these bags along this sidewalk.
But the point of this video is that people are tired of ICE, are tired of this administration. People are tired of the unilateral dictator-style decisions that Trump is making. And no one wants a militarized force going through the streets to, 1, target men who are minding their business, 2, scare the actual citizens around them. Because don't make no mistake, this is all fear tactics, right? You send in the military against Americans in America to scare them into following the orders of the military. Yeah, but New Yorkers wasn't having it. They were not having it. They were not having it. And I think between New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, just a lot of cities that have people who are like, you know what, actually, fuck this. we're not going to let this go any further. I think ICE will have a hard come to Jesus moment if they continue to go through New York, because New Yorkers are not going to lay down and let them just come in and just ruin the neighborhood, because these people are ruining neighborhoods. They're disrupting neighborhoods, all with our federal tax dollars that we have no say in how it's being used to terrorize Americans in America. Funniest thing is, if Republicans, Trump, and the right were trying to sabotage Mamdani's, this was just actually a nip in the bud for New Yorkers. Anyone that will fight against this authoritarianism is the person that New Yorkers want. It never makes sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, MAGA. Make it make sense.
ICE, my love, you fucking around and finding out. And one of these days, your face will be exposed because someone's gonna snatch that mask off your face and not care about the consequences that they may face. I'm not encouraging people to do it, but the reality is it's gonna happen. And that's a fucking fact. Us New Yorkers, we mind our business. But as soon as we see some fuck shit going on, we speak up. Some may hold their phones and record, and others will stand in your way. You're not gonna come here and try to terrorize people in front of our faces because they're selling fake bags. You're fucking around and finding out in New York City, baby. We don't play that shit.
There's no way that you could watch the footage of New Yorkers defending themselves, their neighbors, and street vendors from ICE on Canal Street and think that this could end any other way but in civil war. Oh, I'm sorry, let me please the algorithm. Let me placate the machine. I can't see this ending any other way but in armed conflict between the U.S. government and its citizens and blue states. And to the FBI agent that monitors my TikTok account, that's not a call to anything. That's not a call to action. That's not anything but me reading the writing on the wall. I'm shaking mad, okay? Because we all know that the Trump administration will do absolutely anything that they want to do and need to do in order to hold their position. And there are certain places in this country where you cannot try the people that live in that city because they will not tolerate the bullshit that ICE brings to their streets. There's only one conclusion that I envision for this whole thing, and it doesn't end peacefully. There's a reason why historically poor leadership ultimately results in something like this, and we are no different. Regardless of whether you think we have American exceptionalism or not, we are not the exception to the rule. This is the conclusion for the game that we're playing right now. There is no bar too low. There is no precedent or standard they are not willing to violate. There is no law they are not willing to break. If they are willing to parade themselves around New York City and drive armored tanks down the streets of Manhattan, then there's nothing they're not willing to do. When the National Guard has been told by Trump and Hegseth that they can do whatever the hell they want to do, when ICE is being told by Trump and Kristi Noem that they can do whatever the hell they want to do, you spit, we hit, whatever, that's not going to fly with New Yorkers. If a CW is what they want, a CW is what they're about to get.
New York Attorney General Tish James is fighting back against ICE after they raided Chinatown. Here's how you can help. James has launched an online portal for folks to submit video and photo evidence of their interactions with ICE. She says her office is committed to reviewing these reports and assessing any violations of law. No one should be subject to unlawful questioning, detention, or intimidation. I love this idea. Other states should follow suit, and I'm going to link the portal in my bio so folks can share it and use it.
Do you see how New Yorkers responded to the raid on street vendors along Canal Street? Listen to this.
Look at this big dummy. Look at this big dummy.
Agents from ICE, Homeland Security, FBI, and DEA all showed up in heavily armored vehicles, all to target people who were simply working. There isn't an exact count of how many people were taken, but reports say that dozens of vendors were detained, including 2 people who were U.S. citizens. Those detained were reportedly taken to 26 Federal Plaza. And allegedly, on the way there, some agents brandished their machine guns at New Yorkers while New Yorkers gave chase. Later that night, people gathered outside of 26 Federal Plaza in protest, joined by city officials. And mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani tweeted, "Once again, the Trump administration chooses authoritarian theatrics that create fear, not safety. It must stop." According to reports, several protesters were arrested for allegedly clashing with agents. New Yorkers were just going about their day when masked men descended upon their city. Their response wasn't organized, it was instinctive. Say what you want about New York, but New Yorkers are people who look out for each other. Trump wants people to stay quiet while his masked agents disappear people. But like we're seeing in New York and other places around the country, the people aren't just gonna let that happen.
To the baddie who was wearing her business casual polka dot outfit with the blazer and her purse, literally coming out or going to work, who's literally fighting ICE in New York City. I adore you. Women keeping it tight. And somebody said Portland keeping it weird. But I'm sorry, you cannot go into New York City because people will fight you just on their way to work. I just want to say we need to find this baddie and give her the kudos she deserves because she's here. Like, I'm going to try to put the sticker photo here, but she's legit like to the police car. Like, she's amazing. I would do it too if I was in New York, but kudos to you, Queen.
This is why a lot of people don't trust ICE, because their raids don't make anyone safer. They just separate families and spread fear in communities that already have enough struggles. And when folks fight back like this, they don't break the law. They are standing up for basic human rights. So yeah, what happened in Canal Street might look small, but it's actually huge. It shows that people are not scared anymore. They are tired of the bullying, tired of being treated like they don't belong. New Yorkers sent a message: if you come into our city to harass people, you are gonna have to go through all of us. Anyway, I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in the next one. Bye.